For a long time, I was terrified of filming myself on camera. I hated everything about it. I thought I looked awkward, and I was convinced people would judge me the second I posted. But something changed. And if you've been stuck in that fear too, I think this might help. What held me back for the longest time from not making video content was my fear of being judged, not feeling good on camera, comparing myself to other creators, overthinking lighting, gear, posture, voice, myself, you name it. I mean, I ran 2 previous digital businesses before without ever having to post a selfie or a single video of myself. Yet, despite literally being so consistent with my content, never skipping a single day, always trying to push for better and better content, I reached a point where I got outpaced by people who weren't afraid to share about themselves, to post videos about themselves, to talk about themselves, to share their stories, to just be themselves. Something I wished I could do too. And so I tried many things to overcome my fear and discomfort of filming myself, of being myself, of not shying away from being in front of a camera. I bought better equipment. I literally have a $5,000 camera that I bought in the hopes that this would motivate me to film more video content. Guess what ended up happening? It only got scarier. It only helped me to get more in my head, not out of it. I even tried waiting for that perfect video idea to just come to me like the Holy Spirit, and that perfect video idea would never end up coming. Believe it or not, what actually ended up helping me overcome my fear of creating video content was losing my Twitter account. See, for the first time in my life, I got suspended from Twitter, which was the first time I felt like I lost my voice. I felt like I lost a platform that I had worked so long and hard to build that I suddenly could not use anymore. And I'm about to say something that is a little extreme, but I'm going to compare that to a near-death experience. Because just like a near-death experience, every possibility, everything that I could have done if I still had my platform started flashing in front of my eyes. I started realizing I could have posted more video content. I could have made a better impact. Could have made a bigger impact in our industry, but I didn't. I felt like I had wasted the last 3 to 4 years creating content on Twitter, not actually doing what I had always hoped and dreamed of being able to do. And so when I got my account back, I knew that that was it. There was no more running away, no more excuses. This was my shot. What also helped me a lot was reframing content as a skill, not a talent, not a performance, but a skill that I could practice, learn, and get better at. Much like public speaking, I started being a horrendous public speaker. I would shy away, I would start shivering, my voice would start squeaking, I would lose my voice all of a sudden, middle of speech.
My name is Jeff.
Yet, with time, with every single presentation that I gave, I started becoming better. I started becoming more comfortable, more confident with myself. I was all of a sudden able to just walk a stage and not feel like I'm about to lose my mind. Lastly, what helped me a lot was posting before I was ready. Me just getting comfortable with the idea of not being perfect, of my first video not being perfect, and of me personally also not being perfect. I mean, something that we do a lot as not just creators, but as people is compare ourselves with every single person, every single other post that we see on the timeline. And that's something that I fell victim for countless times. I would see other creators and they would look so confident. They would look sharp. They would look lean, buff, muscular, whatever it is, you name it. And so what I had to get comfortable with was the idea of letting myself be bad. It's okay if I was bad. It's okay if this first video wasn't perfect. In fact, one of my favorite ideas, something that I've literally been repeating ever since I started creating video content, was your first video is going to be your worst video. And that's a fact, no matter who you are, no matter what skill, what level of talent you have with editing, with public speaking, with how good you look, no matter what asset it is that you compare from your first video to your latest video, your first video will always be worse than your latest video. Because you learn skill, you practice, you adapt, you change, you evolve, you become better with each and every video that you post. So just sitting down with the feeling of and the thought of knowing your first video will be your worst video helped me release some of that tension, some of that perfectionism, and just feel okay, feel safe to just post a video that might not be the best video out there in the world. But at least that allowed me to press publish on my first video ever. Look, if you're scared, that's okay. Because that means you care. No one's ever been scared of something they don't care about. But don't ever let that fear be louder than your voice. Don't ever let that fear be louder than you. Someone might need to hear what you're afraid to say. So what's holding you back? And is your nightmare worth more than your dream?